or hello to whoever's watching this. In this video, not only am I going to show you guys how I get the finished look that you've seen at the beginning, but also I'm going to give y'all a few tips and tricks along the way, just in case, whether or not you're a beginner or you just like to watch nails or you're licensed, you might be able to take some of these things and help yourself. Using magnets for consistent nail shape, it works. All you got to do is pick how many magnets. So in this case, I used 6, and then I did it for all 10. All right, just to give a little background on these tips that I have on. These are random full cover tips that I found on Amazon. To adhere them to the natural nail, I just did prep as normal, and I used a gel glue base to glue them on. Basically, Gel X process. Here I'm doing a quick file. And what I'm doing is I'm just going over the free edge, which is the very tip of the nail. Then I do the side walls, and we're just making sure that even though the tip is like pre-shaped into a square shape, we're just sharpening it up, because once you add all those coats of polish, it gets thicker and thicker. So if you hold that file straight, you're gonna get a straight nail. If you hold it at an angle, you're gonna get a little bit tapered or coffin. Alright, for you jokesters that like to be like, how do you wipe your butt with those long nails? Or, how do you not scratch yourself? Blah, blah, blah. Because we buff it. We buff the nail, we buff. Okay, after you buff it, it's nice and soft on the tips. You're not getting stabbed no more, okay? And also, when you wipe your butt, you roll your nails up in toilet paper. Come on, y'all. Think.
So, my job right now is to figure out, like, what to do to these. We're going on Pinterest. I love Pinterest. I literally have a board for anything you can think of. Right here is my nails one. Because it's inspiring. I think creators need to get inspired. So I think we're definitely gonna do flowers because it's fall, but I don't know if I want to do acrylic. I have some hard gel that I want to try. I like how the gel flowers look. Okay, hear me out. We're going to do a gel flower one in the middle of a nail.
I found my colors, y'all, so I'm definitely doing all 10 nails with a nude gel polish. Y'all, you're gonna see me scraping the bottle, because I didn't realize, but this bottle was almost ran out. This is a 5 milliliter Beetles gel. I'm gonna link everything in the description. Don't worry, y'all. Everything that is associated with nail art, I will try to find and try to link in that description box, okay? Please subscribe, y'all. I'm working hard for y'all. Look, I'm over here trying to get anything I can out of here. I like Beetles, but if I could give y'all a word of advice when it comes to buying gel polishes, yes, they're expensive, but that 15 milliliter bottle will take you so far. Because I was just thinking, like, imagine being in the middle of a client and you're almost out of polish and you're only on nail number 3 and they still need 2 coats. Like, you're setting yourself up, honestly. So we made it. This is how they're looking. We're gonna brush these nails because nails attract so much lint, okay? And lint will ruin all your beautiful nail art when you go to designs. We're gonna get right into using that hard gel. So I do have this tube of gel, which I'm gonna use for the design on the thumbnail and the pinky nail, but we're gonna use this hard gel. And so it's called solid nail glue gel. Again, linked in the description for y'all. And what it is like, it's just hard version of gel. It's very viscous. It's so thick that you have to like scoop it out, and I'll show y'all how I do that. You can use any tool for this part, but I'm using like a wax pen, which is what you'd use for rhinestones. I'm getting a good amount out, and you can see that I have to dip back in because I was thinking like, okay, this ball isn't big enough for a flower petal. So we're rolling it up with our index fingers. I just go and I put it right onto the nail, exactly where I want it to go, okay? That part is important because later in the video, you're gonna see that I kind of messed up on positioning, had to scrape it off and start over. So where it goes is important. Place it right where you want that petal to go. So I'm kind of sculpting it, so you just place it and begin to push in the center, and then you just like sculpt it to where you want it to go. So pay attention for this next petal, all right? I'm gonna show you that again. So look, placed it in the wrong part, so obviously that this wouldn't form a flower. I mean, unless you wanted to do a bunch of petals, technically you could go and place petals in the middle, but I knew that's not how I wanted it, so I'm scraping it off. Now I'm gonna go in again for this petal. I am going to place it in the right place now, so they're touching. I push right in that center, okay? Y'all saw me do that. Now I'm taking the sides and I'm pushing them inward, okay? It kind of took some getting used to because this was like the first time I did a flower, but I'm like turning it to get a good angle. I'll just like let y'all watch, okay? It's easier to like watch, I think. I do want to mention though that all I did was stick it right on top of the gel polish that was like cured. All I did was cure the nude, and then I stuck it right on while it's still a sticky layer, and it'll stick, it's fine. I didn't show, but in between these flowers I am curing them in a gel lamp. So anything you see me paint, I kind of forgot to show me curing them in a gel lamp, but just always assume that everything is cured if it is a gel product, okay? I cured the flower because I love how it looks, okay? Now we're going to go in and paint it. And I knew I wanted a nice red color for the fall, so I'm just painting the flower. And like I said, you can kind of see that it looks a little sheer, the nude color, and that is because I did run out of that nude polish after that my left hand. So yeah, it's looking a little sheer. It normally wouldn't look like this, guys, but just bear with me. And I decided to go ahead and finish, you know, for YouTube purposes, for educational purposes. I was like, I'm gonna stick it out, it's cool, you know, it's still art. Just get those 15 milliliter bottles, y'all, okay? Don't be me. Okay, just a little tip. This is especially for nail techs, but honestly, I feel like if you're just a painter or whatever you make, you could probably use this tip. Y'all, keep a little separate dish, pour alcohol in that thing, get an extra brush, and just clean up. Anytime you mess up, do not think it's the end of the world. Just don't let it dry. Don't cure it in a lamp. Use that extra brush and just clean up on the sides, okay? I have this gel glitter that I really wanted to use for an ombre, and since we already have that nude base, it's pretty easy. All I did was put it at the tips of my nails, and I just kind of like used the polish brush to blend the glitter upwards. I usually would use like a fan brush or something separate, but this works honestly like similar. So you just put it on the tips. I do end up curing this, and then I do another coat, and I just focus that second coat on the tips again, just because that makes it a little more ombre as well. I didn't put a clip of this, but I do cure it, and I end up putting another coat towards the tips. So in this clip here, you're gonna see that the glitter definitely looks brighter. So we're now doing this like gel water effect that I've seen on Pinterest, really on Instagram, everywhere. You just use this like tube of gel and you squeeze as you draw the lines, and I feel like you really gotta squeeze it, y'all. Don't just like squeeze a little bit and drag it, because you won't get a consistent line. I kind of messed up with that, but just if you squeeze consistently as you pull the line down, it'll look better. And I do go in with a art brush, because as you can see, I wasn't squeezing it and I was just kind of dragging it, and that's why the lines came out inconsistently. So now I'm going in with a line brush to correct that. Alright, off camera I cured those designs, and it is now time for the chrome. So here I'm trying to pick like which color I want to do. I went with this pretty gold, like light gold color, and basically how to do chrome is, so it needs to be a sticky base. So you'll top coat it, or you can do base coat, and then you cure that. So since it's cured, now we go in with this like little eyeshadow brush, and you apply the color. You apply it and you kind of like rub in one place. So I've seen different videos on this. Some people say it helps them not to rub it in and just to kind of swipe, but I don't know. For me, it was really, really glowing when I rubbed it in. Almost forgot. So if you haven't noticed yet, the flowers, they have these like dots on them. Off camera I just added dots of this like bright orange. You almost can't tell it's orange in this lighting, but I just dotted the flower and also kind of blotched it with this like white-ish color, and I feel like it just helps add dimension, because you rarely see flowers in nature that are just plain one color. Alright, it's now time for the rhinestones. So I'm taking that same gel tube and I'm like placing the gel in a pattern that I want the rhinestones to go. I used to do like dots for the rhinestones, but it just makes it easier and it saves you time if you just go ahead and draw it how you want it, and just do it as thick as possible so that there's enough gel for the rhinestone. And I'm just placing them in the order that I want them. First I'm using like these like medium sized, and I place those where I want them, Then you're gonna see me go in with smaller sizes. I felt like that added a nice like contrast instead of just all the same size. Yeah, I love how the rhinestones came out. I love the flowers. Honestly, I love everything about these nails. Let me know in the comments if y'all want me to do another tutorial. I really had fun doing this voiceover. Have a great day, night, or whenever you're watching this. Goodbye.